Dr. Jessie Doppler from Chain Reaction Physical Therapy, and today we're going to talk about shoulder external rotation. That is this movement right here. It's an important movement that our rotator cuff does, and if you follow my tapes, you know that a lot of times I'm working really hard on teaching you how to coordinate and how to load properly, but sometimes it's important to isolate small muscles in order for them to work together in the bigger picture, which is why I love this exercise. So what you need is some sort of band. You can use just a regular TheraBand and a door to stick it in. You also need some sort of towel. Today I've got a dry bag that I'm using. We're going to stick dry bag or towel underneath your elbow. What that does is it prevents you from doing this motion and instead working on rotating into this motion. From here, a lot of times people will try to drop their shoulders way down or pull them way up. Everything works on a bell curve, so we just want a little bit of rise in the shoulders, and then from here what we're doing is we're rotating our arm out and back. And I'm going to step out a little bit more. Out and back. There's a couple things I want you to pay attention to that make this exercise much more beneficial. If we extend our wrist, what we're doing is we're asking our wrist extensors to do this work. That is not the muscle that we're going for here. So wrist has to actually be a little bit bent as we pull out. The second part is, instead of thinking about pulling your hand out, I want you to think about using this muscle right here to rotate your shoulder blade. Your hand just happens to come out as a consequence of this. So we're cueing the motion to come from the muscles we're trying to train instead of just using peripherally the hand that ends up rotating. You should feel it right through here as we rotate out and back. Just like this. Of course, this is just one thing we can do for shoulder pain and for rotator cuff stability. There's a host of other things that typically we need to do to make sure that you're lifting pain-free. So if you have any questions, go on over to chainreactionpt.com.